From New Hanover County Schools Television, three-time Blue Ribbon winner for the North Carolina Schools Public Relations Association for Outstanding Electronic Media, this is your school news.
Welcome to your school news for the week of March 2nd through the 8th. I'm Gabrielle Allende-Tuamezon.
And I'm Hannah Bolick. Topping our newscast this week, Stop Teen Prescription Drug Abuse event kicks off in New Hanover County Schools. Children's Museum Great Friend to Kids Award is given to 2 school system employees. And Virgo Preparatory Academy announces 8th grade students accepted to early college.
Topping our newscast this week, Hoggard High School was one of a handful of schools chosen across the state to host a Stop Teen Prescription Drug Abuse event sponsored by the North Carolina Attorney General Roy Cooper. The program focuses on educating young people about the dangers of prescription drug abuse. Students from several classes at Hoggard filled the media center for the presentation. Attorney General Roy Cooper spoke to the students about the dangers of prescription drug abuse. He drove home the point that here in North Carolina, 1,000 people die from prescription drug overdoses every year. To help students connect to the real-life effects of prescription drug abuse, they watched a video of a North Carolina resident who became addicted in college and how it affected her life for 7 years.
It's important for us to come in and talk about it because I think most people believe that just simply because the drug is legal, that means it's safe. But in fact, if you use it the wrong way, in the wrong combination with other drugs or with alcohol, it can turn deadly and it can happen quickly. In fact, we have far more deaths from prescription drug overdose than we do from the everyday street drugs of heroin and cocaine and methamphetamine.
The entire event was eye-opening for the Hoggard students, and they learned a lot about the growing problem of prescription drugs. At the end of the program, Mr. Cooper challenged the students to create a 30-second public service announcement video on the topic of teen prescription drug abuse as a part of a video contest. He showed videos that were created last year and how students could enter this year's contest. Any middle or high school student can participate. The North Carolina student whose video was judged to be the best in this year's contest will win an Apple iPad.
Bullying, What Parents Need to Know, was recently held at College Park Elementary. The guest speaker was Judy Stubblefield, the school system behavior specialist. Bullying is an act of unwanted, aggressive behavior among grade school students from one to another. Ms. Stubblefield explained to the parents in attendance that bullying includes threats, spreading rumors, physical harm, verbal harm, and excluding individuals from a group. Parents learned that children play various roles in a bullying scenario. A child can be a bully, a witness to a bully, or to be the one getting bullied. It is important to know the multiple roles in order to prevent or respond to bullying.
In New Hanover County Schools, we want to support parents and students in addressing the issues of bullying. One of the ways that we provide information for you is at our website. If you will go to the newhanovercountyschools.net website, click on the link that says Parents. Scroll down on the resources on the far right, and there are forms and information about our bullying policy, bullying forms that can be completed by parents to be submitted to their school. If you click on the Student tab, scroll down, and you will find forms about how to report bullying. On the Employees website link, you can go there, and under Forms General, there's a link that says Incident Forms 007. It's right above Bullying Report Forms for parents and students. And that explains, that shows you our entire investigation tool that we are using currently. It's not limited those tools alone. Interviews with students as well as follow-up information from other people who may observe bullying, teachers, concerns that counselors may be brought to the attention of counselors, are all of the ways that we try to address bullying in a very effective and positive manner in New Hanover County Schools.
Ms. Stubblefield told the parents that it was important to take bullying seriously and not just brush it off as something that kids have to tough out. The effects can be serious and affect kids' sense of safety and self-worth. She shared with the parents that there are some warning signs. When kids seem moodier and more easily upset than usual, or when they start avoiding certain situations, it might be because of a bully. This special session was an informative one for parents.
In other news, New Hanover County Schools' Emma Jackson and Scott Braswell both received the Children's Museum's Great Friend to Kids Award for dedicating their lives to children. The Children's Museum of Wilmington honors individuals and organizations across the community who make significant and outstanding contributions to strengthening and advancing the interests of children. Mrs. Jackson, Director of Title I and Federal Programs, received the museum's Curiosity Award for always searching for ways to provide a better educational start for our area's children by improving their opportunities and encouraging their dreams. Scott Braswell received the Inspiration Award for inspiring student athletes to excel through dedication, hard work, and consistency both on and off the field.
Finally, Virgo Preparatory Academy announced that 15 8th grade students have been accepted to either Isaac Bear Early College or Wilmington Early College High School. We have a report on this accomplishment from YSN reporter Shannon Maines.
It was an exciting day for 15 students at Virgo Preparatory Academy who found out last week that they will be attending one of New Hanover County's 2 early college high schools. This group of our outstanding 8th grader students were part of the first 6th grade class that started Virgo Preparatory Academy in 2012.
Yeah, we're excited. We have 15 going to the early colleges, and we also have one that has a full ride scholarship to Cape Fear Academy High School. So we're excited about it. Our teachers have worked hard this year, and the students and families have worked hard to make sure they had everything required to enter those programs.
The Virgo students accepted to early college are Reese Belsor, Destiny Davis, Shamela Eldridge, Tanner Gittridge, Jose Hernandez, Nazira Howard, Sierra Jacobs, Travis Johnson, Monique Mack, Nina Oliver, Tremaya Tyson, Stephanie Walker, Destiny Wieland, and Tyler Wilson.
Yeah, it's definitely a focus for our school. It's really the advantage of being a small school. We only have about 270 students, so we're able to really concentrate on those students and work with them after school and work with them in their classes and work closely with the families to make sure that they're on track to either go to the high schools or go to the early colleges.
To apply to one of the early colleges in New Hanover County schools, students are asked to write an essay either describing a time they faced adversity or a time in which they took a risk and failed and what they learned from the experience. Applying students must also have a written teacher recommendation from at least one of their 4 core 8th grade teachers. Students attending Wilmington Early College have the option to graduate with an associate's degree, and Isaac Bear Early College students graduate with 2 years of college completed. Reporting for Your School News, this is Shannon Maines.
Now, when Your School News continues, we have an exciting lunch menu forecast.
Plus, coming up in 60 seconds, we'll have reports on kindergarten registration begins this week, Hoggard High School students compete in the State National Ocean Science Bowl, and Ogden students learn to play the ukulele.
This is Your School News on cable and online. Look for our blue logo for all the latest news online at www.nhcs.net. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
Welcome back to Your School News. During the month of March, New Hanover County Schools will be accepting enrollment applications for kindergarten, year-round grades, and magnet schools. With a complete report on all this year's options is YSN reporter Kathy Kale.
New Hanover County Schools will hold kindergarten registration from March 2nd through the 13th. Kindergartners must be registered at the school within their residence attendance area. Attendance areas may be verified by contacting Student Support Services at 251-2929. Children to be registered must be 5 years of age on or before August 31st, 2015. It is not necessary to bring your child to the school for registration. The registration will take approximately 15 minutes. To enroll the child in kindergarten, parents must present the following: proof of residence, a copy of a lease, deed, property tax, or homeowner's insurance policy will do. Utility bill will not be accepted. The child's birth certificate, a certified original will also need to be presented. Certified birth certificates may be obtained by writing or calling the Vital Records Branch in Raleigh or by visiting the Vital Records Branch at 225 North McDowell Street. They may also be obtained from the Register of Deeds office in the county of the child's birth. Parents will be required to bring a health assessment report showing a physical examination, vision screening, and hearing screening. Finally, an immunization record showing the child has received the required immunizations will need to be presented. North Carolina state law requires all the following immunization on the screen for all children enrolling in kindergarten or first grade for the first time. Parents or legal guardians with questions concerning kindergarten registration may call the elementary school in their residential school district or Student Support Services at 251-2929. In addition to kindergarten registration, New Hanover County Schools will open the application process for year-round, magnet school, and open choice school grades 1 through 5 from March 16th through April 24th. Applications are available online at all schools and at the School Systems Administration Building on Carolina Beach Road. For more information, you can call Denise Angevine, Enrollment Specialist, at 910-251-2929 or Leanne Graves in Student Support at 910-254-4292. Reporting for your school news, this is Kathy Kale.
In national education news, over the past few weeks, 2 new bills aimed at making youth sports safer have been introduced in Congress. The first is the latest attempt to pass federal legislation regarding youth sports concussions. It calls for the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention to issue a report on best practices for diagnosis, treatment, and management of mild traumatic brain injuries in students no later than July 31st of this year, including best practices for student athletes returning to play following such an injury. The National Football League has publicly endorsed the federal legislation. In addition, a second bill called Supporting Athletes, Families, and Educators to Protect the Lives of Athletic Youth Act is a comprehensive youth sports safety bill that expands far beyond concussions. These bills are being called the most comprehensive federal legislation before Congress aimed at improving the safety of youth athletes.
Students from Hoggard High School traveled to Chapel Hill last week to UNC to compete in the state National Ocean Science Bowl. The National Ocean Science Bowl is a national high school science competition managed by the Consortium for Ocean Leadership that doesn't get much press. It uses a quiz bowl format to test students on their knowledge of oceanography. We have more on this event in this special report.
Oceans cover 70% of the Earth's surface and hold 97% of the water on our planet. We are all dependent on our coasts and oceans for our livelihoods, health, and recreation. Scientific discovery and innovation have driven our nation's economy and improved our quality of life over the last 50 years. However, our students are falling behind their international peers in math and science. Fortunately, the Mysteries of the Sea provide an exciting opportunity to engage students in a variety of scientific disciplines. The Consortium for Ocean Leadership hosts an ocean education competition in the United States each year that helps high school students learn more about our oceans while preparing them to excel in math and science.
Which of the following is used to measure the amount of phytoplankton in the water?
The students are tested in the subjects of biology, chemistry, physics, and geology. Approximately 2,000 students from all over the United States and its territories participate in the National Ocean Sciences Bowl each year, competing for scholarships, prizes, and trips.
It's important to maintain a high level of capability in terms of our nation's science and technology, especially nowadays when we have so much discussion about issues associated, for example, with global climate change.
What is the mechanism by which fertilized waters would transfer carbon dioxide to the deep sea?
When they fertilize the water, a lot of phytoplankton start reproducing and they undergo photosynthesis. So they take in a lot of carbon dioxide for that, and when they die, they sink to the bottom of the ocean.
We really need to understand the ocean to appreciate it and to preserve it. And from this standpoint, it's the future generations who have a major responsibility in improving our understanding of the ocean so that we can enjoy the resources that they provide and that we can also build up strong economic benefit from using the oceans.
The State National Ocean Science Bowl, the Hoggard team of Madison Trier, Joel Lombard, Tiago Bland, Katie Vonderau, Dallas Barnhart, and Serenity McCain did well. They advanced through 3 rounds of the double elimination tournament, finishing with a record of 4-3, losing the last 2 matches on the final question as time expired. This is Hoggard's 5th year competing in the tournament.
Carol Jordan's kindergarten students at Holly Tree Elementary School celebrated President's Day by dressing up as George Washington and Abraham Lincoln. President's Day, officially Washington's birthday, honors both George Washington and Abraham Lincoln. The origin of President's Day lies in the 1880s when the birthday of Washington, the first president, was celebrated as a federal holiday. In 1968, Congress passed the Uniform Monday Holiday Bill, which moved a number of federal holidays to Mondays. In 1971, however, President's Day became the accepted name due to retailers' use of that name to promote sales and the holiday's proximity to Lincoln's birthday. President's Day is usually marked by public ceremonies in Washington, D.C. and throughout the country.
The students at an after-school program at Ogden Elementary look forward to every Monday. Every Monday after school, the students enjoy being taught to play the ukulele, a 4-stringed instrument and small-bodied Hawaiian instrument. The ukulele lessons are taught by Laney High School student and Ogden alumni Sam Messer. The students learn about ukulele notes and chord progressions, eventually learning a song to play all together. Some of the students had a hard time at the beginning with their fingers getting sore and forming calluses, but with their continuing practice and determination that comes with learning an instrument, they're on their way to get an understanding of the ukulele. But overall, the students gained more skills and knowledge about the ukulele as a historical and beautiful instrument.
The Stamp Defiance chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution American History Essay Contest was a big success for one student in New Hanover County. This year's contest, entitled A Child's Journey Through Ellis Island, challenged students to write essays based on information about the 125th anniversary of Ellis Island being used as an immigration station. 5th grade Lydia Pate from Bellamy Elementary was the county's 5th grade winner. Through her essay, she imagined herself as a child traveling through Ellis Island in 1892 and described her experiences to a cousin who had never heard of the island. The entire essay project was an excellent learning event and produced a number of other wonderful historical fictions from 6th, 7th, and 8th grade students throughout the county. One essay from each grade level is selected as a DAR chapter winner and forwarded to the American History Chairman for the state competition.
Now don't go away. Coming up, we have details on New Hanover County's biggest night of entertainment, Best Foot Forward.
Plus, we have this week's edition of the Lunch Bill of Fare.
Your school news will continue after the break.
There's a better way to have fun with history. Visit americaslibrary.gov. Log on, play around, learn something.
Welcome back to Your School News. Every year in North Carolina, Science Olympiad tournaments are held on university, community college, and public school campuses across the state.
The competitive events of the Science Olympiad align with the North Carolina Standard Course of Study, as well as the National Science Education Standards.
The events are designed to enhance and strengthen both science content and processes skills.
This week, we learn all about this year's Regional Science Olympiad from the event director.
Saturday, March 7th, we are going to be hosting Science Olympiad at UNC Wilmington again. In partnership with the Watson College of Education, the Center for Education in Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics, which I am the director of, as well as a variety of different faculty, staff, and students from across campus, including our College of Arts and Sciences. On campus, it's interspersed through a variety of different academic buildings. And this year is a very, very exciting year because we have officially outgrown Hanover Gym, which is one of the smaller gyms on campus. And this year, our competitive engineering events and the award ceremony is going to move to Trask Coliseum.
Oh, wow.
So it's exciting times for Olympiad. We'll attract, upwards of 1,000 students to campus, about 150 volunteers, which includes volunteers from Corning and General Electric and Progress Duke Energy and a variety of different retirees, as well as, of course, our trusty UNCW volunteers. Gotcha. Our region represents 5 counties, and it includes Bladen, Columbus, Brunswick, New Hanover, and Pender counties. Okay. And so Olympiad at this level represents events hosted for middle school students and high school students. All the kids have either an interest or an affinity for pursuing knowledge and experiences in STEM. I think there's a huge push from the national level, the state level, even regionally about students being engaged with STEM. The idea is to encourage them to look at a STEM career, whether they're thinking about what classes to take when they leave middle school and into high school, or whether they're in high school now and looking at a university program. So I think we're all looking to turn kids on to the excitement of topics like physics and engineering and mathematics and even many of our biological events like oceanography, so which I think we do really well here on the coast. So it's an exciting day, and the more opportunities we can provide experiences for kids that are motivating in STEM, I think the more opportunities those kids will have when they pursue a career at some point, in their young lives. We welcome everybody to come and watch.
Remember, Regional Science Olympiad is this weekend, Saturday, March 7th. Coverage on the Learning Network begins at noon.
It's time now for this week's Lunch Bill of Fare. Across the county, school lunchrooms have gotten a facelift and a menu makeover.
This week, our special guest lunch menu analyst joins us with the week's school lunch menu so parents, students, teachers, and everyone working with the New Hanover County school system can plan their lunchtime options.
Thanks, and welcome to this week's Lunch Bill of Fare. We've got a great menu this week featuring a host of classic American entrees, so let's take a look at this week's menu. On Tuesday, March 3rd, let the unique flavor of Salisbury steak with a biscuit satisfy your hungry stomach. Or, if you'd prefer, pick a slice of pizza or a delicious plate of chicken and waffles. While you're contemplating the decision, go ahead and get the side items of Redskin mashed potatoes with gravy, garden salad, and fresh fruit. On Wednesday, March 4th, get over that old midweek hump with chicken nuggets with a roll, a tuna salad sandwich, or a bacon cheeseburger. And on your way to the table, be sure to pick up pasta salad, glazed carrots, garden salad, and diced pears. On Thursday, March 5th, make haste to the lunch line for cheesy bread bites, chicken fajita with Spanish rice, or a hot dog with chili. Stay healthy by piling on macaroni salad, Great Northern beans, garden salad, and fresh fruit. On Friday, March 6th, you won't want to miss out on lunch as your cafeteria will be serving popcorn chicken with a roll or a pepperoni pizza hoagie, as well as a pork barbecue rib sandwich. Accompany your meal with macaroni and cheese, carrot sticks, garden salad, and diced peaches. For this weekend's healthy tip, we recommend lowering the number of sugary drinks you have. The sugar-free versions are fine occasionally, but are still acidic and can damage bone and tooth growth. The best drink is water. It has no calories and can still help our body repair after exercise. Add fruit flavors if you want to mix it up. On Monday, March 9th, your tummy will go yummy when you eat the scrumptious oven-roasted chicken with a biscuit, beef taco with Spanish rice, or a cheeseburger. The meal's not complete until you pile on barbecue pinto beans, a garden salad, and a frozen fruit cup. Now recapping this week's lunch menu. On Thursday, we have some delicious cheesy bread bites. On Friday, we have a wonderful pork barbecue sandwich, and each day of the week, we have some exciting side dishes. That's this week's Lunch Below Fare. Remember, eating healthy while young can help establish good lifelong eating habits. Back to you.
Don't forget, you can also catch the Lunch Below Fare during the morning show here on the Learning Network and get lots of helpful information online at www.nhcs.net/nutrition.
Now don't go away. Coming up, we have details on New Hanover County's biggest night of entertainment, Best Foot Forward.
This is Your School News on cable and online. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
Poor Miles has a toothache.
Oh. First, you have to rinse your mouth out with warm water to clean it out. Then, use dental floss to remove any food that might be trapped between the teeth. Remember, don't place aspirin on an aching tooth or gums. And see your dentist as soon as possible. Feeling better, Miles?
Oh, yes.
Yay!
Before we go fishing, Dudley, let's brush.
Grandpa, you still brush your teeth?
Every day of my life. Regular checkups, brush twice a day to stop tooth decay, floss once a day.
You floss?
Why, sure. To stop the plaque that causes gum disease, a leading cause of tooth loss in adult dinosaurs like me. Ooh, I got one! Brush and floss.
Welcome back to Your School News. In just 2 weeks, New Hanover County Schools will present the 26th annual Best Foot Forward.
The event will be in Brogdon Hall on the campus of New Hanover High on March 13th at 7:30 p.m.
This year's participating schools include Alderman, Anderson, Ashley, Blair, Bradley Creek, Coddington, Hoggard, Johnson Early Childhood Education Center, Laney, New Hanover, Murray, Myrtle Grove, Noble, Pine Valley, Snipes, and Trask.
General admission tickets for the show are $10 each and can be purchased through all participating schools, online, and at the NHCS Administration Building, located at 6410 Carolina Beach Road.
DVDs of the show can be pre-ordered through the school, online, on the night of the performance, or through the Public Relations Department.
For more information about Best Foot Forward, call the school system's Public Relations Department at 910-254-4245 or email your questions to heather.miller@nhcs.net.
That does it for this edition of Your School News. Recapping some of our main stories. Stop Teen Prescription Drug Abuse event kicked off in New Hanover County Schools. Children's Museum's Great Friend to Kids Award given to 2 school system employees. And Virgo Preparatory Academy announced 15 8th grade students accepted to early college.
Remember, Your School News is on cable and online. And don't forget to start your morning with our light and lively morning show, weekdays at 6 a.m.
I'm Gabrielle Allen de Trois-Maisons.
And I'm Hannah Bolick. On behalf of the entire YSN crew, thanks for watching New Hanover County Schools TV on the Learning Network.
Have a great week.